Hello Year 6 and welcome to the Steam Award Gold Cake Layering Challenge. So I'm not going to show you how to make a cake. There's lots of different recipes on the internet and ideas out there for you. You can have a little look on YouTube, okay? Basically, to make your cake you're going to need some margarine or some butter, sugar, eggs and flour, okay? So they are basic cake making ingredients. If you're a vegan, then you might want to put something else in instead of the egg. You could use a fat which you whisk up instead of the margarine, okay? So that's completely up to you what you want to do and how you want to make your cake. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the different equipment and ingredients you could use. I'm not going to talk to you about themes of cakes or show you how to make one, okay? On the links there is recipes and there's some techniques that will be helpful for you if you were going to do something like icing. If you're not a confident cook, make sure you get somebody at home to help you with this, either an older brother or sister, an auntie, an uncle, nan, mum, dad, whoever's around, depending on what the lockdown conditions are when you have a go at making your cake. Similarly, if you draw a fantastic idea, then when you go to the supermarket or whoever you live with goes, they can't get the ingredients for your cake, don't worry, okay? We're all in this situation together, so if they can get the ingredients, that's fab. If not, just get what they can and move on from there, okay? So today I'm going to have a little show you some equipment. So if I was making a cake, let's say we're going to make a round one, you could use a tin something like this, okay? You could do, if you wanted to layer it up and you had multiple of these, you could do different ones that you would then layer up, okay? To get a hole in your cake, let's say you make one in this, you could use something like this. Now these are just biscuit cutters or scone cutters, okay? Yours might have a little different edge to mine. Mine have got a nice smooth edge, but yours might have a zigzaggy edge, okay? And I will literally cut a section of my cake out there. The advantage is if you do it in lots of different ones, you could maybe keep the bottom layer and the top layer and then just put holes in the middle if you want to hide something in it as part of your layer cake. Or you can get cake tins like this one. I'll just lift the camera up so you can see a little bit better. It's already got a hole in the middle, okay? So if you were going to do a cake like this, you would need to be layering your cake as you went on in the different layers. So to do that, if you were going to try and make one like this, or one of the other kinds, but you wanted to have different sponges, what I would do is I would make up a big batch of sponge, then I would have a look at the different ways I could flavour my sponge. Okay, so let's say you make it up as a vanilla one to begin with, you've got nothing in it, you could add something like cocoa. So here I've got some cocoa, you could add some of that into one layer to make it chocolate. I haven't got any food colourings at home, but you could add food colouring. I've got in my cupboard, which when I've looked, I've got almond extract and I've also got, there we go, I've got vanilla in mine, okay? So if you made up enough ingredients maybe to make 2 or 3 of your round tins, you could then separate it out and make each layer of your sponge a different flavour if you wanted to, okay? Another way you could adapt your layer cake is by adding something into the mix, maybe some chocolate chips, you might have some fruit, some raisins, coconut's a really good one. You could also flavour your cake by adding in something like cinnamon to it, okay? You might want to do something like maybe carrot. Carrot cake often has cinnamon and it has walnuts in, okay? So that's maybe an idea for you there. Think about the different flavour combinations that you can make. If you are going to do a layer cake, just have a think about your tubs and your tins at home. You see, I've got quite a few because I like to cook. So I've got this big one here, but I've also got a little tiny one, okay? So your little one, you could maybe do it a couple of times. Make one, cook it, make one, cook it. If you do want to do a layer cake, little ones, nothing to say, it's got to be a full size family. So these are supposed to be to make, you can see they've got cookie on them. It's supposed to be to make cookies in, but actually I could make 2 or 3 of those and stack them up and make my own mini layer cake. If you are going to do a hole in the middle, cutters, chop it out. Mine are circular, but there's nothing to stop you using whatever you've got at home. Okay, it might be a star shape. In the middle, you might want to think about hiding something. There's quite a lot of the layer cakes when I was looking on the internet, I've got things hidden in them. So at home, I've looked in my cupboards and used what I've got just so you can get an idea. So I've got some jelly beans, they could be quite nice. I've also got choc chips. I've got 3 of these, I've only got 3 left unfortunately, chocolate balls, so they could be quite nice. They're a bit like a Malteser. And then hidden and kept from Easter, year 6, and it's June, we've got some M&M's mini eggs. So you might have something like this left at home, or whoever you live with might have hidden it away. Okay, so have a think about your layer cake, think about the flavour combinations, think about if you want to hide something inside it, think about a shape, maybe some icing, it might be decorated. The choice is yours, okay? There's links on the STEAM project for you to follow and have a look at, but most of all, have a think and be inspirational yourself. Thank you.
To complete your food technology STEAM task, you're going to have to submit a food diary. Now you can do that in a form of pictures or a presentation or any form that you want. That could be a video. Try to be creative with this. To submit it, you can do this on a phone if you're using pictures, or you can do it using a desktop computer. Go to Google Classroom and log in with the details that you have been given. Find food technology and find the task that you're going to submit. Remember that you only need to complete 1 of bronze, silver or gold, but you can complete more if you want to. Click View Assignments and this page will appear. Whatever it is that you're adding, click Add or Create and add this onto your task. Once you've done, make sure you submit your work. Remember that you can also submit your work through the Google Classroom application. Find the STEAM transition, go to Classwork, scroll to find Food Technology and click on the task that you completed. Remember that you can add an attachment and then once you've done, mark as done.